All right. So, let's get to this, shall we? Although I need to resize everything because I was playing a different game. All right, so we're diving back into our Halloween fort. Which I need to turn down the music for. We're going to be jumping right in here because it's, well, number one, we don't have that much time. It's 11 o'clock, and Halcyon After Hours starts at 1 p.m., so we have, like, about 2 hours. So it's minimal time, but the world that we're jumping into is, this is the second to last time we'll play this fort. I'll probably play this fort again tomorrow, assuming I stream tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. You need hugs? Chat, give Bastet digital hugs, or ad-free viewing, one of the two. Speaking of, Hype Train should be off cooldown at some point. Anyway, let's do a quick tour of this fort. Is anybody here completely lost in DF? Because I can explain a little bit. Pilot Guy, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Bastet. Hope that helps a little bit, Bastet. You feel better, yo. Also, investments are open. So up here, at the top of the map, it's covered in vomit. Okay, we're not under siege currently because we killed everything that was sieging us. Down here we have our trading depot and farms over on the right, which we probably won't be needing much, for reasons I'll explain. Down here is some stench of the dead, which is that pink. Top right is our tavern, and we have our food stored next to the tavern. Beneath that we have a library, and right to the right of that we have our glorious mayor's office. Down here we have our bedrooms, and some more bedrooms, and even more stench, which again, I'll get to in a second. Then as we go down, eventually we will hit cavern layer, and then cavern layer. This fortress is in a state of right now, because, well, let's just say we used to have about 90 dwarves. Now we have 13. The reason we only have 13 dwarves is I keep going down to show you guys the lowest cavern layer, followed by the magma layer. And the reason this fort is very empty and quiet, well, there's a lot of undead in this fortress, shall we say. The undead, well, the dead, the dwarves were made dead by the living and are now just undead. Fortunately, all of the currently living undead are either friendly or part of our fort. The current undead dwarves we have in the fortress are, is actually just one. It's a Riptorus. Everybody else is actually dead. Although a Riptorus is completely, totally, and utterly nuts. We also have this dwarf over here who's just kind of running in circles, like crazy. Even my necromancer leader is, well, no longer, well, isn't dead, but is no longer in the military. Why are you not in the military? You should be in the military. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty great. Except it's not pink in real life. Miasma, that is. So we're in a state of right now, and currently we're just kind of letting the dwarves hopefully give themselves, you know, water and food stuffs, and we got plenty of that, fortunately. But we're gonna have a lot of cleaning up to do. I also desperately need to get that ghost dealt with, because the ghost stone is just floating around and tormenting the living, which is no fun, and I don't like. So another dwarf saw a ghost, and another one bites the dust. But fortunately, Eripterus, the insane undead dwarf, is just kind of wandering in circles, meandering around and about, and doesn't seem to mind all of the problems that the fort is having. So we did try to just turn everybody into undead, which sort of worked. However, most of them, well, apparently there's a troglodyte grim corpse here. I don't know, are you friendly? Yeah, there's a friendly troglodyte corpse here. Okay, that's fine. Actually, there's two ghosts in the fort now. We're gonna get a lot of those, I think. Okay, so I need Okay, Ghost, I need to... Actually, hold on. We'll do this. I'm going to turn off the training for my lead squad. Yeah, and I'm going to give you 1 labor, and that's... rather, I'm going to give you 1 major labor, which is stone crafting, because I desperately need somebody to go and engrave these. Is this Longfort? No, this is Halloween Fort, which is going to be done by tomorrow. And then we're going back to Longfort. Taking a little break from Longfort for Halloween. This fort is a little silly right now. We'll be lucky if this fort survives today. If it doesn't, then, well... I have some ideas of what we can do for tomorrow, but, no, this is Spooky Halloween Fort. You're not supposed to read books. You know what? How about this? I'm gonna take library and make it inactive. I don't actually want dwarves reading books. See, because I really need them. You know, engraving all of these, because, well, there's like 90 dwarves that aren't memorialized properly right now. So that's gonna be a problem. Also, good one, Big Lug, and everybody else. Zasset is throwing a tantrum. I'm just going to immediately... Oh. Cannot expel... Oh. You cannot expel who does the expelling, so my mayor is tantruming, so, and thus cannot be expelled. Well, I mean... Not sure what you expected there, but, sure, that's fine. You know what? I'm gonna pause the game. I'm going to turn on the fixing problems spot. Just see if they'll deal with themselves again. There we go. My population just jumped up because I now have a bunch more undead dwarves, which means I'm going to turn off the fixing problems area, and everybody immediately starts tantruming. Or not tantruming, but fighting. Meditate on fire, as long as you're not on fire. But now we have a bunch more intelligent undead. So, a bunch of intelligent undead just got resurrected. Hopefully they can just get out of there. That would be great. Let's turn on that spot so that they run upstairs. And let's hope that they're able to... Because I can't see what's going on. I don't know who's getting resurrected and what's happening. I just know that the frame rate goes down to 0. And a bunch of zombies appear. So, hopefully... Because now apparently I have 31 intelligent undead zombie friends. Do they rot through time? No. No, not really. I mean, their skin will fall off, but they don't rot. They're already rotted. Once you're done rotting, you're just an unliving. But no, I need them to... Let's see. I need them to get out of the basement with most of my dwarves alive and rescue the injured, because there's a lot of injured undead. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but they need to get helped. Oh god, and then we go back down to 11. So I don't know what the fuck happens. Like, they get resurrected and then they all just insta-die again. And this has happened a couple of times. Maybe, we're lower than we were before. But I've got more undead, so that's good. That part's good. Did Ghost die? I think so. How are you? Dead, like everybody. Everybody's dead. Like, I cannot overstate this. Everybody is dead. And I'm trying to bring some of them back. and save some people. But no, every dwarf is dead. No, you're dead. What part of dead do you not understand? Dead. Good time to claim a dwarf? No, let's wait until whatever this chaos is sorts itself out a little bit. Because we need to get there first. Shit, nah, it's fine. Do I still have a doctor, or did my doctor go and die? Repair compound fracture. Well, at least my panicking mayor is doing doctoring stuff. Can you please help with doctoring? I really need doctor help. Anybody who's walking. Eripterus, can you stop just being... Oh, hey, you're carrying... No, you're not carrying stuff. Never mind. All right, so we need to doctor these ones back up. And then I got Necromal in a squad by himself. And I'm going to send him down by himself. Hopefully. So Necromal is actually a lich. Necromal isn't undead. Necromal was a necromancer. Then died, rezzing zombies, and is now alive again. This is his recent thoughts. Her recent thoughts. I think it's a she, actually. There we go. Her back lower teeth are missing. Her right foot is broken. Her first toe on her right foot is smashed open. Her fourth toe on her left foot is broken. I'm gonna do a thing real quick and go into here and just cancel all of this shit. Let's go over to the carpenter's workshop and make some fucking splints. I don't even know. Do I have somebody who can carpenter? If you need it, we'll let you carpentered. Don't mind all of the zombies as well. Or all of the ghosts, rather. Seems like a Monday. Yeah, a little bit. Another dwarf has been missing for a week. These are all the dead. I love how Alien Slayer has been found dead. Alien Slayer has been found dead. Alien Slayer has been found dead. Like, they keep getting rezzed and then deaded again. So... everybody's been missing for a week. I mean, I could just, like, fill in the floor. Are you still alive? The dwarves that are still alive. And this is subject to change because most of these dwarves have died multiple times. Loborin, Warm Shadow, Eripterus shouldn't be considered alive. Gimper, and Necromal. Nobody is alive. Everybody is dead. Just assume you are dead because everybody is dead. A while back, and it's so convenient. It's the best thing ever. Yeah, everybody is dead. So the safest assumption is that you are dead. So Loborin is apparently up and about. So hopefully we can get you to do some stone crafting. Felt grim satisfaction at somebody's death. Whoa, I've never seen that before. Everything is fine. He really doesn't care about anything anymore. And he only grumbles mildly at shitty weather. Grim satisfaction at somebody's death. I've never seen that before. Felt triumph while killing somebody. Horrified after being attacked by somebody. Shaken while suffering a major injury. We need to look at the mental state of these dwarves a little bit, I think. Like, let's look at, well, we know Necromal is a lich. Zasset. Zasset still feels. That's unfortunate. I'm so sorry. This is my mayor, by the way. Grieved at somebody's death, horrified at somebody's death, distressed, uneasy. I was haunted by a ghost, the horror. Oh, well, that's not a good place to hang out. That's the bad place. You shouldn't hang out in the bad place. So I was trying to res my whole military after getting attacked by a Forgotten Beast, and I figured, why don't we just throw everybody into this room and see what happens for the lulz, because it was Halloween and I needed something spooky. I mean, we got something spooky and a lot of body parts while we were at it. And a room covered in blood. Literally completely covered in blood. How's Animal doing? This dwarf is mega fucked. Although this dwarf is undead, so it doesn't count. Alright, how are you doing, Lobarin? You're giving water? As it should be. Yeah, no, anyway, this is a spooky dwarf fortress where everything is fine. This might look like the frame rate's bad, but this dwarf's actually just really slow. Oh, her leg is hurt. Okay. Her upper left leg is dented. How many kills do you have? Okay. 39 kills, 9 notable kills. Let's see what Gimper's thoughts are. Disgusted, dwelling upon, retching on miasma. Is still disgusted after death. All right, I also need to over to this. Okay, I've got those slabs queued up already. I'm going to try and bring more of them back. Keyword here is try. That may or may not work. I'm expecting a fell mood anytime. We'll see what we can do. Possible. We can save this. It's possible we can't. I don't know. Arch, thank you very much for gifting a subscription. Cheers, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching all the VODs and stuff, too. It's nice to know some people like my voice. Chat, can I get a round of beers for Arch gifting a subscription? And there's an alpaca there for some reason. You learn about my games, my weird eclectic taste in games. An oddly specific genre. Tastes. All right, once So I need my mayor to stop being insane. And I need these zombies to stand up and ask to join my fort. Because currently, they're not technically part of the fort. I need them to get up and petition for living in the fort. Otherwise, they're not technically capable of taking orders. So, I really, really, really need these zombies to stop causing me problems. But Lobarin is the most insane out of everybody, so I'm going to take you off of all healthcare stuff and just give you all of the stoneworking and stone crafting, and hopefully you can just be our slab machine, because I need somebody to just make slabs, because this dwarf is completely nuts. Well, I mean, how else are they going to join the fortress? They don't have the rights to work in the fortress unless they've petitioned for space to live here. You know? So, like, it makes perfect sense. What is that capital C? The cow. There's a cow in my fortress. I don't know why. Or whose cow it is. The pink? Yes, that's miasma. It is all miasma. Also, the outpost liaison's over here just chilling. Ashen has been elected mayor. Did my other mayor die? Okay, no, Zasset's still alive. But they elected Ashen as mayor. How insane are you? Okay, you're fine. You'll be okay. You were enraptured communing with your god, and you don't feel anything when you see dead bodies. Although you are haggard due to the tremendous stresses placed on you. I don't blame you. It's been a rough week. Let's just quickly give you the mayor's office so that you can actually do mayorally tasks. Mayorly tasks. You still require a bedroom. There you go. Guess there's plenty of beds to go around now. There you go. Are you alive? No. You were. We might make you alive soon. You have a dwarf, and you are one of the few dwarves that's legit still alive. So, yes, you have a dwarf, and you are alive. Warm Shadow. Ignore all the sounds around you. Exactly right. So we have a population of 10. Technically. I just need my liches to heal so that we can send them back down to try and res some of those people again. Because right now in the basement, you know, there's plenty of zombies. They're friendly zombies. Also, I've got a Dastructom's demon floating around again. This guy. Three-eyed humanoid, thin wings of stretched skin. I've seen intelligent ones of these and wild animal versions of those, which is interesting. We're engraving a memorial to get rid of one of the zombies. Come on, Warm Shadow. Do that work. That's what we really need. I mean, Hax is, like, Necromal, who's been dead twice now and resurrected twice. As a lich. Necromal is the true horror story. The truest horror story. Those can just wander? Yeah, necromancer experiments that have been wandering for a while. Oh, great. My mayor is now stricken by melancholy. Fantastic. And freaking tastic. So now I've got 3 dwarves stricken by melancholy. And Loborin has become attached to a copper pick. Great. I need another necromancer. Necromal, you want to stand up? I got to send you back to the basement for errands. Start placing memorials as I get them. I need you to not make memorials and just engrave them. It's literally life. I mean, the most... Well, not really. Probably just avoided damage and got lucky. Why are we talking about Squidward? I'm confused. All right, since library is disabled, well, we're about to have more death. You know what I should do? I should just, make this a big old corpse pile. Try and get all of the bodies into this one room. Don't mind. Shoutouts to this dwarf right here. This dwarf Grimcorpse. Don't even know who this was at any point ever. But this dwarf Grimcorpse is has like 4 tiles worth of entrails behind them, which is kind of amazing. Let's see if you move again for us. Come on, zombie. Oh, there's another one. This one. Those are its entrails right there. Gotta love it. There you are. Look at those. Those moldy entrails following behind it. Dwarf Fortress is a wholesome game for wholesome people. It's just wandering around with its intestines behind it. There's multiples like that. Literally multiples. Can see a second one. I'm counting at least 3 zombies with entrails. At least they're friendly, you know? Is animal up and moving yet? Nope. Good day, Renee. This is fine. That's how this fort is currently. At least we have lots of food and only 3 dwarves that need it. So, you know, if the few living dwarves get hungry, they got lots of food. Yeah, right? Don't trip on the entrails. They get slippery. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Trying to get these, like, ghosts, dealt with. Are you coming too a little bit here, animal? A little bit, actually. Injuries are he's beginning to heal. Beginning to. Don't ask me how an undead thing heals. I don't want to think about that too much. Meanwhile, Warm Shadow over here is just collecting clothing. It's best to slow down and relax. Yeah-huh? And don't feel anything ever. Well, I will say this. This fortress has certainly become a quality Halloween event. We're into late winter. I wonder if we'll get a migrant wave next year. Best part is the outpost liaison is still just willingly hanging out here. There's never a better reason to have no apparent reason beer than now. Another dwarf is haunting the fortress. Can we see the outpost liaison slots? God, I wish. No, we can't, unfortunately. I'm going to take a real quick toilet break. Apparently, juice boxes do that to me. Back in a moment.
Woo! Dude, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. This is fucking sick. Hell yeah. Woo!
All right, what just happened? Warm Shadow is throwing a tantrum possessed by Link. Oh, excellent. Are you still possessed by evil? No, you're fine. Okay. Bacon indeed. Bacon indeed. Okay, I got a bunch of memorials done. Just gotta start placing them. Spring has arrived. Oh, lovely. You hear a campfire in the woods for that bacon track? I mean, it sounds like bacon to me. Depends on your audio quality. I believe that, actually. Okay, so two things. Number one, I finally feel like a human again post being low. Second thing, streamer is still broken. Third thing, it's this fort, man. I think we went a little bit too nuts with the craziness, I guess. We went a little bit too nuts with the craziness. But it's been exciting because of that. Too evil? Not necessarily. I think it's about the right amount of evil. Still a lot of evil, though. Once the game finishes saving. I will say this, I'm looking forward to being in Long Death again and having, like, the 8-second save times. This fort hasn't even been too framey except for when I'm, like, in the dead body chamber, because it's just constantly rezzed, undead, rezzed, etc. Like, it's just back and forth constantly. The frustrating thing is, like, technically, we shouldn't even have a problem with the undead chamber, but I can't close the thing blocking where the corpses are because there's stuff blocking it. Oh, a Cavioso died of old age. Well, would you look at that? All right, so most of the doctors are still just doing doctor things. Zasset the planter is completely nuts. So you're about to be added to the body pile. You know, shoutouts to this mayor who's doing a pretty good job, like, getting these dwarves out of the bed and, you know, back into the fortress. Sucks that my mayor is completely nuts, though. Well, completely unable to do mayoral jobs, that being said. I'm waiting for somebody to go into a fell mood, because that hasn't happened yet, surprisingly enough. Look, a fresh corpse. Oh, trust me, I will gladly throw my necromancer back into the body chamber as soon as he can stand. But right now we only have one necromancer, and he is currently she's currently incapable of standing. Well, it's currently, I don't know, what is a lich? Who knows what a lich identifies as? But the lich still dreams of ruling the world. But that red text, which is her injuries, are going down. How many kills do you have? One notable kill? Wildness Pleat. The greatest fire of factions. The zombie dwarf grim corpse. Was your notable kill. Probably one of my dwarves that got resurrected. By you, probably. And you probably killed them. Also, those white ends floating around, these are ghosts. They're just going around terrorizing the living right now. I wish that I could give these guys labors, but I really can't. All right. There's kind of nothing I can do right now. Aside from just let the mayor keep doing their job and waiting. Can still be resurrected? No, because they're in a billion pieces. Butchered corpses can't be resurrected. Bits of them can be, but they won't be resurrected as that dwarf. They'll just be resurrected as a body, you know? My mayor is now stumbling around obliviously again. Basically, we need fall to roll around and hope that we get more dwarves. Because right now, this fortress is just being terrorized, and there's nothing I can do. Until my necromancer stands up, there's nothing I can do. So we just wait. Because I need to get some of these dwarves back. But they can't join the fort. Except for Lobarin, who's just up here socializing. Because Lobarin's totally fine, you know? Lobarin, can you please do wall and floor construction and lever operating and all this stuff? Because you're my only functional dwarf left. Somehow you're functional because you get weird positive thoughts. I love to think that this dwarf is just socializing with ghosts right now. Because this dwarf is socializing, right? And there's 2 ghosts in the area. Do you feel anything about the ghosts? Or are you socializing with the dogs? You're uneasy. We will be successful, says Lobarin. Hot damn this dwarf. I mean, it would be like that one fort where we had an undead zombie neck just crawling into the fort through the front door. Like, zombie neck is crawling into the fort. And it's like, how do we, deal with that? It's goddamn. The carp stands up. The slug stands up. Actually, you know what's another job I could give Lobarin? I kind of want him just doing the construction stuff, but I could also put him on the healthcare. Although he's much more interested in socializing. Oh, looks like the outpost liaison is leaving. Yeah, there he goes. Goodbye, outpost liaison. Be safe, please. Oh my god. You're playing with fire here. Like 10 days before the ocean melts. God. Zombie giant sponge stands up. I mean, anything that doesn't have legs standing up is terrifying, in my opinion. So we have an hour and a half to kind of sort this fort out before it's time to, you know, play Uno with my team. So that's the plan for today, is try and sort this fort out for Halloween. Otherwise, maybe we'll adventure and poke around it or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Or we can re-embark on the same fort tomorrow and do like a what happened here kind of thing. Is the carp stands up? Yeah, I mean, it's up there for sure. Why do you go all the way out here to get wood? I'm just going to forbid all of this wood out here because it's so much faster to just go the other way. My mayor's making wooden splints because God knows we need splints. Yeah, no, the carp stands up is pretty scary. The slug stands up is also pretty scary. Snail stands up is also... The giant snail stands up is also terrifying. Yes! We're fucking saved. We are fucking saved. All right, you get all of the healthcare, all of the stoneworking, and stone crafting. God bless. Oh, I'm sure that they will be super happy to join this wonderful homie fort. Thank you so much, dwarves. And it's just some migrants arrived. Not even some migrants arrived despite the danger. Just some migrants have arrived. Well, welcome to the fortress, everybody. I hope that you'll enjoy your stay. Once the zombies are up and walking before we send the necromancer back down, I will gladly name some dwarves too. You know, emergency from the mountain homes. Here to save everybody. You dream of crafting a masterwork someday and become easily absorbed in art. Well, I will definitely give you masonry and detailing. What is that? Oh, it's just a pig. And those are oysters on the surface. Alright, so we're up to 15 dwarves now. Hopefully one of these dwarves can be elected mayor. Considering they have like T-minus 5 minutes before they go completely nuts. I also need a new manager. Somebody with skills. You know what? Lobarin, you can be our... Well, actually, no. I need Lobarin to not be my manager because Lobarin needs to be military leader. Also need a new chief medical dwarf. Who can be Locum the peasant, sure. So do you? Yeah, sure. We can just name some dwarves. If you want a dwarf name, just raise your hand in chat. I will name all of these unnamed dwarves. You may or may not get a lich, not giving anybody any choices to keep things going quick. Am I excited about it, or am I staying with pure experience? I will obviously be switching to the Steam version of DF because I'd be stupid not to. I may or may not use the Steam's tile site though, but initially, at the very least, yes. Am I excited about it? Sure. Who isn't? Bastet, you were in this fort already. Pilot, we'll start off with B-Lug and Nanochip because they didn't have dwarves here previously. B-Lug, you can be the doctor. B-Lug. She's uneasy after seeing piles of corpses. Weird. 78 years old, born on the 9th of Moonstone. Dreams of creating a great work of art. Is very slow to tire and agile, but very weak. Dislikes obligations and will try to avoid being bound by them, and is conflicted by this for more than one reason. Is friendly and always tries to say nice things, and lives a fast-paced life and does not easily fall in love and develop positive feelings. Your deity is the god of fire, which is the most popular god in this world, it seems. The next dwarf here is last, which is currently not a living thing, which is going to be Nano Chip, and then I'll go back to the first two who typed in. You are undead and are not currently part of the fort and don't feel anything, fortunately, because otherwise you would be in a great deal of pain. Everything on your body is smashed open, dented, broken, and beaten the shit out of. Eventually you'll heal, don't worry. They'll become massive jagged scars, and you'll be a walking pile of flesh, if we're lucky. You're unbelievably strong and basically unbreakable, and you personally prefer a noisy, bustling life to boring days without activity, and you do not particularly value the truth, and you dream of creating a great work of art. He lacks confidence in his abilities and rarely looks on others with lust. He feels strong urges and seeks short-term rewards, and prefers that everyone live as harmoniously as possible in death. Bastet, we're gonna name you next. You can be our broker, who is living. Weird, right? Wait, actually, hold on. We'll give our broker to someone else. Bastet, because you like lady dwarves, right? You can be our totally not insane manager. Bastet, one of the new additions, who is slightly disturbed by all the piles of corpses and already isn't feeling anything, which is excellent. A living broker. Yeah, isn't that weird? A real-life living dwarf. You actually don't feel anything, so you might be okay here. Death, you feel very uneasy. Hopefully you're all right. She personally sees merrymaking as a waste and values tradition and dreams of mastering a skill. Is incredibly quick to heal and likes nickel and bandfire, opal, and sheep's wool. She cracks easily under pressure and almost never feels discouraged. Doesn't try to get things done perfectly and can sometimes act without deliberation. A real-life living mayor. Strange. In times like these, or not mayor, manager, rather. I will give you this table. And I'm going to tell you to please make some slabs, because I need, like, at least 30 more. And then next dwarf is going to be this broker, who can be Pilot, who asked for a dwarf. He is very uneasy after seeing piles of corpses, and says death is all around us. I feel very uneasy. Doesn't really feel anything anymore, which is good. Has 2 children. Aw, are they both dead? I hope not. They're not here. Perfect. You worship 3 deities. God associated with fortresses of the Nourishing Society. Interesting, a different god. We haven't seen that one before. As well as Akoth, the deity of gold fealties. Takes the form of a male red panda bear. Red panda boar, rather. And is associated with weather and nature. That's an interesting one. And Kabul. I'm hearing really weird sound. Hold up. Is coming from? So there's this audible screeching sound in my apartment, right? It's air escaping from this. I don't think this is picking up on my microphone, but you might be able to hear it when I talk. God, that was loud. All right, let's just... Giant earthworm associated with beauty? Okay, that is odd. Are these like... Huh. Deity of the Gold of Fealties. All right. Saying Happy Halloween. Yeah, I thought that my mixer was like exploding or something. All right, Pilot, you're weird. Good thing you don't feel anything. You're 127 years old and born on the 20th of Galena in the year 929. You dream of mastering a skill, and you are very curious and sometimes to your detriment, and you dislike obligations and will try to avoid being bound by them. Welcome to the fortress, new broker. They're trying to just get these corpses piled up into here so we can send our necromancer back in here when he's ready, or our lich, rather. We're also desperately trying to get those done. We're constructing rock slabs, and we have a bunch more slabs that need engraving. So, shall we get to it? Mendelf, you. There's 3 ghosts currently. Pink Fluffy, Vin, you. Oh God, there's so many. Okay, who else needed names? Kibbs and Britches. Actually, I don't know how to say your name. RBP7. You're one of the not deads, but also not livings. You don't feel anything after being able to rest, which is good. Your finger is broken, your hand is broken, your hand is broken, your head is smashed out. No, your brain is mangled beyond recognition, and your spine is bruised. Well, once your spine heals, you'll be fine. That brain being mangled beyond recognition part, bit of a problem. Hello, your ghost? Yeah, hello, your ghost indeed. Spooky fort, most certainly. Very spooky fort. He deeply respects eloquent speakers and does not respect the law. That's why his brain is mangled. He dreams of mastering a skill. He's very quick to anger and very single-minded. Currently, he's no-minded, but that's besides the point. And greatly moved by art and natural beauty. Hopefully you're able to get out of bed at some point soon, Dwarf. Who's next? I don't want to name Ashen because he's completely insane. Let's go with Kibbs. Kibbs is actually alive. No, he's not. Never mind. How do you feel things if you're alive? Blissful, sleeping in a very good bedroom. You're not alive. His hand is fractured, and his head bears the wounds of old wounds of a massive jagged scar. Are you part of the... Okay, so... Okay, yeah, so you're not actually part of my fortress yet. I need you to stand up and ask for citizenship first. We'll get him there. We'll get him there. It'll be fine. He finds sacrifice to be one of the highest ideals and values nature and thinks friendship is important and believes it is important to conceal emotions and refrain from complaining, dreams of creating a great work of art, and has an incredibly calm demeanor due to being dead. All right, who's next? Edom, the engineer, who's also not dead, miraculously. This one can go to going for someone who hasn't been in the fort yet. Jellybutt hasn't been in the fort yet. Jellybutt, more like soon to be dead butt. She is uneasy after seeing lots of bodies and very sad after seeing lots of dead bodies and uneasy after seeing lots of dead bodies and very sad after seeing lots of dead bodies. We'll get you in here next, Pink Fluffy. Dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. Is 53 years old, and her teeth are widely spaced, and her large iris, narrow brass eyes are deeply sunken. And she personally finds the idea of introspection to be completely offensive and contrary to ideals of life, and of a life well lived, and is somewhat disgusted by romance. She dreams of crafting a masterwork someday, and she strongly prefers discussions and ideas of the abstract concepts over handling specific practical issues. Finds a chaotic mess preferable to the boredom of harmonious living. Well, you got that here. And is assertive and stubborn. She has a pet guinea hen and worships the god Gagol, who is a deity of the union of raking. Gagol most often takes the form of a rotting male human and is associated with death. Well, you're right at home here. All right, I still got a few more dwarfs. Pink! Tried to put an exclamation point there, couldn't. Pink, you are a passing acquaintance with our broker, and you worship the deity of jewels and wealth. That's actually a pretty normal god for here. I feel just fine. I can almost just leave it at that. I feel just fine. Is slightly horrified. See, one of the reasons I like this screen more than the way that dwarf therapist like compresses it all down is it's so much more fun to just see, I feel just fine, and then just a wall of nope. Just a wall of nope. Is a worshiper of the bronze, is 60 years old, and born in the year 997, is weak but agile, dreams of raising a family. Personally, has the highest regard for loyalty and believes those who sacrifice for others should be deeply respected. All right, now cut your head off and join the undead and be deeply respected with them. I still have a bookbinder who can be named if somebody wants it. Whew. I mean, we don't have a portal to hell yet, but what's stopping us really? At this point, like let's be serious for a second here. What's actually stopping us from just going to hell? It is really windy outside. Moose? You want to just be called Moose? Well, they're a bookbinder, but they're going to become a stone engraver. A skilled warrior is a beautiful sight to behold. She was horrified after being haunted by the dead. Sad, uneasy, uneasy, sad, 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 uneasy, uneasy. 60 years old, born on the 10th of Moonstone in the year 997. Is quite clumsy. Dreams of crafting a masterwork. And she personally sees working hard as foolish waste of time. Sees merrymaking as a waste and doesn't particularly value loyalty. Doesn't care about nature one way or another, and does not care about friendship. Can easily become absorbed in art and beauty and the natural world, and she has a very calm demeanor. Good thing, you need it for here. Stone has been put to rest. Finally, the ghosts are finally getting put to rest. Cool. So some of the ghosts are now at bay. I definitely need more of those ghosts to be put at bay, though. Because there's... How many still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Warm Shadow's finally starting to snap a little bit. How's Loborin doing? Still just socializing. This little dwarf right here in the middle of everything. Just socializing. Just don't give a fuck. The rest all working super goddamn hard, and he's just socializing. Just doesn't care. Meanwhile, my mayor's having a depression spat in his office. All right, I'm gonna go into body parts in the stockpile. Tell them to dump all of the body parts. Just throw them all in the trash pile, which is coincidentally still in this room. Don't mind the friendly. The blue ends are all friendly zombies, otherwise they'd be aggroing us. With the exception of this one, who is evil. So the bright colored blue ends are friendly. The slightly darker blue end is evil. But it's just the one in this room here is evil. The rest are all fine. So, yeah, they're friendly. They're not intelligent or smart in any way, but they're friendly. So that's a positive, I guess. I think I should build a tunnel that directly connects to the surface of hell and unleash demons into the world. Why? I mean, we don't need to unleash demons into the world. We already are in hell. I have a pump stack I need to finish. What are you talking about? I want to finish this. This pump stack right here. Like, it's already like a third of the way done. I have all the parts done, which is the hard bit. So, I want to dump lava onto the world first. But, we could totally release demons onto the world after that. One thing at a time, though. And there's an elk bird running around like a mad lad. Plump helmets? I mean, I hope so. I'll just say that. I hope so. All right, newbie dwarves. Do you guys have beds yet? Oddly enough, kind of okay and happy. Although dwarves, especially new ones, I would recommend that you guys go read that Necronomicon. It's going to be helpful in a couple of minutes. When does my team stream start? In an hour, I think, because they're on EU time. So, yeah. And we're also, I think, because Jess says she's working on it, going to have bingo cards so you guys can play bingo along with us. Last time I did it, I muted all sounds. I might still do that. I'm undecided. I think it's up to you guys whether or not you guys want me to mute sounds or not. I just like having less distractions during that sort of stuff. Look at all these ducklings we have! Right, yeah, we had ducklings. That's good. So once the living take over again, or the undead take over, we'll have many eggs, or just lots of ducks. Either or. Are you actually healing? Maybe eventually. What color is heliotrope? Like purple. It's like a... This is what the internet search is giving me for heliotrope. Like a purple. Like a magenta. Undead and ducks. Basically, yeah. Like, if you see a red D running around, it's actually a baby duck. Or maybe a Crundle, potentially. God, there's so many friendly undead. I'm kind of sad that the friendly undead are just kind of hanging around down here. I was really hoping they would, like, go up to the... Oh, hey, my mayor's conducting meetings. That means he snapped out of his insanity. People are crying on him. I'm really hoping he'll accept some of the undead into the fort. Considering some of them are moving now. There was originally 6 undead in the hospital bed down here. There's now only 2. So I'm really hoping that the 2 that are up and about are potentially going to be useful soon. Potentially. That or they're just dead. Oh, Bastet's throwing tantrums. That was quick. Brand new dwarf in the fortress, already throwing tantrums. You know, I have a feeling that if I go into here and unforbid a bunch of books, there's probably a book somewhere there that will give me another necromancer or 3. Hey, Sasspot. Gently lead them around. You could pasture the friendly zombies? I was kind of hoping they'd go hang out in the tavern, actually, which is a weird sentence to say out loud, but that's what I was kind of hoping. I was kind of hoping that they would go hang out in the tavern. But they haven't been. They've just been kind of going wherever, which is a little bit disappointing, I guess. Yeah, these are all my ducklings down here. All those red Ds. All right. Well, they insist on reading, so in the home of Sax. So I will make the library active again. Let them use it proper, the way they should be. And also, this is a cow, so let's slaughter it. Because what are cows good for, except for burgers? I mean, I guess I could milk it, but... we need more burgers. Oh, hey, the ocean just melted. Now you can see all the corpses in the ocean. And for those of you who haven't seen this before, the glorious waves. Because... who says that ASCII art isn't pretty? Look at that. If I turn it, if I set it to default. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Nest box has been toppled by my mayor. Fantastic. Milk it then slaughter? Nah, just slaughter. It's so much easier. Well, at least they're constructing rock slabs. Oh my god, look at how many memorials I have. Which means I need to queue up more memorials. Because this is good. This is what we need to be happening. Plenty of memorials. There's going to be so many Dwarven memorials in a few minutes. There we go. God, all of these need to be done. All of these. And I got some that, like this one, who's still got a ghost but isn't memorialized. There's so many. I wonder, actually, does anybody know if a dwarf gets resurrected as intelligent undead, does it put their spirit to rest? Like, does the ghost go away at that point? A gremlin? I think we got bigger problems. Goodbye, gremlin. You weirdo. You big ol' weirdo. You know, if I really want to burn this fort down, there's a fire-breathing leech I could free into the world. All right. So Pink's gone insane. Oblivious to reality. Cool. It takes a very special kind of dwarf to not just go insane, like, immediately here. Like, Pilot, who's kind of okay, somehow. Needs alcohol to get through the working day, but hasn't had anything to drink since he got here. I don't think so. Anyway. Pilot's an interesting dwarf. I wonder if Pilot's a vampire, actually. You're a legendary appraiser. High Master Intimidator, expert conversationalist, and expert comedian. This dwarf is very suspicious. Also worships some weird gods. Yeah, this is the one that worships the god that is a giant earthworm associated with beauty, caverns, and mountains. Also worships the god associated with weather and nature. And it's from a faction I don't know. And also worships god of war and fortresses. Hasn't claimed a bed yet. I mean, he might just not feel anything after drinking alcohol. Let's watch this dwarf for a minute. Let's follow this one while stuff goes on in the background. Because I'm almost willing to bet money that this dwarf is a vampire. Unless they go drink something. Also is much more interested in reading. Which would actually be really cool if we had a vampire in the fort. Yeah, gremlins pull levers, and you know, if a gremlin pulls a lever that releases something bad into the fort, I'm totally okay with this right now. That would be amazing. If a gremlin went and caused problems, that would be beautiful. Also, for those of you with sniper rifles, Sasspot needs ad-free viewing. Just saying. Although you guys have done more than enough for me today. Common Sense Tower. One thing that I'm kind of waiting for is I'm waiting for this dwarf to read one of the books about life and death. Droplets, reading the tower, full circle. Because if he reads that... Actually, hold on. I could probably do this. Meaning of the mountain halls, forbid. Concerning the dwarf, forbid. Basically, I'm going to forbid every single book except for the one that I know is the Necronomicon. Because then... Because I have one book that I know for fact is a Necronomicon, which any dwarf reads will turn them into a necromancer. If a vampire reads it, they won't turn into a necromancer. So... It's the one with the Oblivion in the title. I think it's like Thoughts in Oblivion or something. Understanding Jurist. Actually, I want to know what Understanding Jurist is. Understanding Jurist is a 29-page essay entitled Understanding Jurist. The written portion consists of authored by Purplex Zcraft. What? That's a weird name. By Nil. It's a 179, written in 179. It concerns the dwarf necromancer Nil Buried Clasps. The writing is completely serious. Overall, it's amateurish at best. Understanding Jurist. Power of Quandary. Life at the Tower. We See Avalanche. The Great Tower. An Exploration of Composition. A Student's Oblivion. Yeah, this one. That one. So that's the one I want to leave unforbidden. Because I've got kind of a lot of books. There's probably a faster way I could do this, but... I could probably do this in storage, but then they wouldn't all be in one place. I'd have to jump between codexes and scrolls. Although we're about to get to artifacts, so... Platinum-bound codex. It's a 21-page essay entitled Pathways the Master, authored by Usteth. It concerns the return of the dwarf Grim Corpse from the dead as the Grim Corpse channel traded in the late autumn of 735. The writing indulges the author's every whim, and the prose is masterful. Oh shit, wait. Yeah, no. Unless that's been changed. I don't think that's a thing. Oh, shit. I think that's it for books. Yeah, those I can all leave. So Pilot's putting a bunch of, or is putting a guinea hen away, and I'm following the guinea hen and not Pilot. Oh, hey, there's Kibbs's dwarf administrator Grim Corpse, who's running around and chilling now, who needs to join the fortress so that I can actually give you labors. Because currently they're like considered visitors, right? Another ghost has been put to rest. Meetings are being conducted. All right, things are starting to actually work as like a fort again, which is nice. I hope that this fort is a nice change of pace from previous things, you know? At least I hope. Because day after tomorrow will be... Well, maybe not day after tomorrow, but day after Halloween, this fort is done. And we'll be going back to Long Death for the foreseeable future. Until I do a Christmas-themed fort. I don't know what that'll be. Frankly, I don't know what that'll be. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll go up near elves and we'll give the elves gifts. Whatever that may mean. They will. Yeah, no. Generally, they're pretty quick about it, but my mayor's a wingnut right now. By wingnut, I mean totally, completely, and utterly fucking kind of insane. Is my necromancer up and running yet? No, come on. I know you're a lich. You've died like 4 times, but like, can you heal already? And I realize that you don't feel anything when haunted by the dead. That's good. You shouldn't. You are also dead, so you're being haunted by yourself. I'm only more and more convinced that this dwarf may be a vampire, which is badass, by the way. Oh, you're reading a book that I didn't forbid. That's fine. Maybe you'll read the Necronomicon next. Well, actually, what I'm thinking about doing for Christmas is all the way up here, there's all of these elves. But if we want to just go ridiculously cold, there's this haunted mountain range in the middle of nowhere. There's also, like, all of this stuff. I think there's a volcano somewhere down here. Yeah, we could build a fort on this volcano and burn a bunch of zombies for Christmas, because that's very festive, right? Festive. You sit next to a burning fire and give gifts to your friends. I don't know. We'll think of something to do with this world for Christmas. Snowing blood? Yeah, something like that. All right, so my necromancer is the only... Oh, actually, that's not totally true. There's only 2 undead things that haven't gotten up and gotten back to being normally again. Bunch of ghosts need to be put to rest. My mayor is now running around in circles like a mad lad. Bastet's been found dead. That was quick. Who killed you? What killed you? Bastet got into a fight with a dog. Oh. And the stray dog bites the manager in the head. The stray dog shakes the manager around by the head. The stray dog latches on firmly, and Bastet has been found dead. Bastet tantrumed, got into a fight with the dog, and died. So now we're down to 14 dwarves again. Sorry, Bastet. At least you're not in pain anymore. And decorate an ent for Christmas? I mean, I just need to make a Christmas-colored fort with red, white, and blue. Wait, that's not Christmas colors. Red, green, and blue. And just take over the world. Hey, Wolf. Bad dog, bad dog. Nah, good dog. That dwarf was tantruming. Dwarf did their job. Oh, hey, Pink slipped into depression. I'm sorry. Pilot, how are you doing? Oh, Pilot's a vampire. Or definitely not a vampire, because Pilot's a necromancer. All right, Pilot, I got a job for you. It's a very important job, eh? You're going to go join the military and become our military commander, okay? Now, elf blood, troll blood, and trees. Or green glass. Oh, now you're a depressed necromancer. Okay. This is going to go swimmingly. Who's ready to see a bunch more zombies appear? Pilot becomes a militia commander. Also, Lobarin has a title. Hold on. I need to make the text smaller. Lobarin Craftstrike the Bronze Respect, who has 9 notable kills and 31 other kills. Pilot the Necromancer is now stationed, and suddenly zombies start appearing everywhere, and they're fighting. I'm gonna set everybody up to I hope these aren't evil undead. They may be. They look like they're mostly friendly undead. Oh, Lobarin is now in a martial trance. So they're definitely not friendly undead. If I can find Lobarin. Okay, so Lobarin's just insta-murdering all of the evil zombies. Did I get any more intelligent undead? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, hey, Jellybutt's been found dead. Where's Jellybutt? Jellybutt, we need your body. Can, okay, never mind, you're dead. Well. Let's set that to the garbage dump. And set this area to and go to stocks. And go to corpses. And set those to be dumped. So let's bring the bodies in here. This is fine. Let's just bring some bodies in here to get resurrected, you know? As you do. Oh, my Hammerlord's gonna go sleep. Blissful! After sleeping in a very good bedroom. Was afraid after experiencing trauma. This dwarf is completely insane, and I love it. 80 years old. And is romantically, or was romantically, involved with Pink Fluffy. Hey, so Pink Fluffy, how do you feel about the fact that your wife is a mindless, natural-born killer? Because that's where we're at this point, I think. That's fine. Necromancer vampire? Not a necromancer vampire. No, just a necromancer. So not a vampire, but was insane. By the way, I'll have you know, I need 2 more followers. 1 more follower, actually. Before I hit 13,000. Hey, Dr. Phineas. This is a Halloween fort. Almost everyone is dead, and those who aren't dead are undead dead. Today is 2 years of Twitch partner. So it's kind of a little celebration bonus stream thing. Ripped to shreds? Yeah, yep, pretty much. Also, Jess, if you're lurking, I'm adding that bingo card as a command. Which will be valid once After Hours begins. Or I'll make it active once it's, once After Hours begins. But yeah, in about 30 minutes here, we will be switching over to After Hours, and I'm going to play Uno with my team for roughly 2 hours. Till then, it's just waiting for the game to save, because we're in a large world, and it's an old history large world, so... you know what? I'm trying to just... Most of the dwarves are bringing corpses down here. And I'm just getting Pilot to just stand here. And just wait. Need to get everything off of that. If we can get everything off of that, then I can actually control this a little better. Meanwhile, Lobarin still is just, like, ecstatic by all of this. Although is vengeful. Maybe starting to feel some vengeance for their lost lover. Pink, the fish cleaner, was found dead. I'm not actually sure what killed you. Oh. Okay, so the corpses are fighting amongst themselves. I'm not sure who or what killed Pink. Something killed Pink. This fort's very safe. I'll have you know. No accidents or mistakes ever happen here. No accidents or mistakes ever happen here. All right, let's turn off this. Turn off that and just let the dwarves back up. Re-killed, yes. That's where you get resurrected as undead. And then killed it again. Graham, Balam, Boris, Krull, Tree Tracks, Key Tracks, Sassbot, and 60 Train just got gifted subs by Dr. Phineas. Thank you very much, Doc. Cheers, man. While Pink throws it. Wait, hold on. How are you throwing it? Oh, Pink, you got killed. Then you were recovered, and now you're undead again. So just an FYI, you were killed and then unkilled, and now you're dead again. In fact, I'm pretty sure almost everybody here is a zombie now. Also, everybody's just fighting amongst each other. So that's a thing. You were dead, then you were undead, now you're dead again. Lobarin is recovering the wounded. What a bro. Someone is tantruming. Pink is throwing a tantrum as an undead, which I didn't know was possible, actually. Lobarin was carrying you while you were tantruming. So you're a tantruming corpse, and Lobarin's just carrying you. Try refreshing the stream, best up. That should fix it. And if you've already done that, close your browser and reopen it, or reopen the app, or whatever you're using. Everything is fighting. Do I have a bunch of unfriendly undead in the fortress now? Oh my god. We have a whole bunch of faded ones. So these are intelligent undeads that are just friendly, that are just chilling. Actually, kind of a lot. Who's the doctor? Well, B-Lug, you got your work cut out for you. I just want you doing healthcare. That's all I need you doing. It's healthcare, nothing else. But you're storing boulders in stockpiles. That's very helpful right now, thank you. Good work you're doing there. Doing Dwarf's work, that's for sure. The bookbinder up here is making slabs, and I need to queue up more... engravings. Do I have any more engravings that need to be placed? Nope. Unfortunately. At least we got plenty of booze. Why would this fort need a doctor? Undead need their legs put back together. Have you ever been an undead and just had a broken leg and it doesn't heal? Someone needs to splint it up so it works again, you know? Someone needs to. Someone needs to. Chat, what should I up the sub goal to? Or should I just turn it off? Ideally, we end with just a fort of liches. So undead, unfeeling things. But fortunately, a bunch of our dwarves died in that session of let's stand in the solving problems room. So now a bunch of my dwarves are undead. Unfortunately, because they're undead and my mayor's batshit, they can't currently join the fortress. But I need my mayor to go less insane. So my mayor, well, actually, hold on a second. I need to go into the corpses menu and do a thing. So because my mayor is totally insane, or relatively insane, he's not the most useful. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try and just get rid of some of these corpses. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to my actual corpse disposal place. Broken leg complaining SMH. More or less, yeah, it is kind of silly that they would complain. I'm gonna make that dump zone active. Then I'm gonna go to the church, because that's what this is a church. And I'm going to remove it. And then I'm going to forbid all of the corpses here. And all of the corpses here. Everything else, though, well, actually, also, let's remove dump from you. Remove dump from you. And claim these. And also these, we'll just remove dump. So they don't throw them away. They don't throw them into the lava. Because I do want to keep these corpses. I want to try and resurrect them. Body parts, though, can still fucking go. So hopefully we'll get rid of insert dwarf here's hair. All right, so I got 2 dwarves doing medical things. My new necromancer pilot is doing necromancer things, or not necromancer things, but dwarfy things, and feeling satisfied at work and doesn't look worried at all. In fact, that's what he states. He's asking if he looks worried because he's not. Thinks the mood system is? I mean, I had to try really hard to break it this bad. Like, this fort is done. Although, you know, I think the mood system is working looks just fine. Just look at Gimper. See? Gimper's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. The mental health of this dwarf is totally okay. It's almost twice as good as your average Microsoft employee. Definitely better than everybody working on Cyberpunk right now. I mean, come on. Doesn't feel anything. It's perfect. It's exactly where you want to be. And he's using adamantine strands to stitch that wound shut on that other undead dwarf. Oh, never mind. That's Cave Spider Silk Thread. Is it? Wait, what? Hold on. Adamantine strands. Yeah, he's sewing his wound shut with adamantine strands. Those will be very, 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 very effective stitches. Like, you're basically using the strongest material known to dwarfs to stitch wounds shut. If that's not going to stand you up, then nothing will. Nothing will. So Necromel either stood up, and Necromel must have stood up at some point, because Necromel's in a different bed now. Also, let's get rid of this upper hospital and just use the lower hospital. Ashen's apparently become my mayor again. Some good armor. The Necromancer stands up, as they should, damn it. I mean, what's scarier, the Necromancer stands up or the corpse stands up? Ah, they need a traction bench. Do I even have a dwarf who's capable of making a traction bench? I hope so. All right, B-Lug, guess what? You're gonna get a new job. You're going to be a mechanic. Assuming you can move. Loborin, you're also going to get mechanics. After you're done engraving memorials. I can't tell if the frame rate's really bad or if they're just walking really slowly. I think the frame rate's just really bad. With the real undead zombie, please stand up. You know, I've seen slim ghosts. Is the word shady available as something that intelligent undead could be? Because I've seen slim terrors as a term for undeads, like intelligent undeads before. And you know, like we have grim corpses and faded ones. I wonder if you could get slim shadies. Or slim shades. That's possible, right? That has to be possible. Oh, I had a manager, but then they died. B-Log, you're my manager now, too. Oh, I do still have a living dwarf. Moose is a living dwarf. I'm Slim Terror. Yes, I'm the real terror, because all the other terrors are just something. Someone needs to make that parody. If they get a slim something... Hey, Dwarf, do all the work, because there's plenty of beer, and everybody's dead, so... Can only do so much diagnosis. I'd swear to God I built a traction bench at some point in this fort, but I guess not. Ironically, we didn't have much death up until now, and then all of the death happened. I'm Slim Scary. You sound the real scary. I'm real scary. So according to Streamlabs, you guys have gifted 55 subs today. According to Streamlabs. I'm assuming that that's correct. That's wild. Hey, chat, I don't deserve you guys. I really don't. So if I get a traction bench and we reset some bones... Gonna make things a lot easier. Let's see if I restrict everybody to this area. The forbidden area might help. Oh, the merchants have arrived and are ready to trade their goods. Oh, they need a trade depot? What happened to my trade depot? I had a trade depot. There's a trade depot right there. What are you talking about? It's accessible. Oh no, it's not. What? How is it not accessible? Because that's turned on? I'm very confused. How do they not have access to that? I mean, you know what? Whatever. I'm just not going to worry about it too much. Just not going to worry about it. God, I haven't seen the "you're breathtaking" in a while. Joke. Thing. I don't think you could have two adjectives. It only goes adjective, noun. Oh, God. Is shade... yeah, I guess shade's an adjective. Are you saying that Slim Shady is grammatically incorrect? Let me go check my blood sugar again. I think I'm still low. That or you guys are just stressing me out. All right, I'm back. Yes, I'm low.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear and concise.
Cheers, everybody. I'm not as low. I'm just barely low. I'm at 3.7. Was that 2.8 earlier? Yeah, I was at 2.8, and then I went up to 4.9, and now I'm back down to 3.7. I think just the stress of you guys being wild is making my blood sugar do wild things. Oh. Well, that just happened. I have a new mayor now. My mayor, who was going insane, got voted out of office. Yeah, literally, Clino. My mayor just got voted out of office, and now my necromancer's in office, which is great. But apparently he already gave us a mandate. Lord knows why, but he did. So that's a thing. How many living dwarves do I even have? Do you think they let the dwarves vote? Or the undead dwarves vote? Or are we literally just voting between 1, like 2, 3, 4, 5 of us?
Money.
I don't need to translate that one. President Weevil, thank you very much for donating $10 to my wallet for me to spend on internet. Thank you. And food. So when I go low, I can eat apple. Hello from Canada. Chico Inobrico. I like your name. That's good. I mean, it would be vote Pilot for Eternal Life. Oh, although Pilot is depressed now, which is unfortunate. Not nearly as much. Also, actually, I need to show you something, Clino. Check out this dwarf, Lobarin. This dwarf up here, who's like totally fine, right? Totally fine. Doesn't care about anything. Something I've never seen before. Oh, and I don't even see it anymore. This dwarf gets happy thoughts when they kill people. Like actively positive thoughts when they kill people. Gratitude, remembering being rescued. Satisfied, horrified. Sympathy after bringing somebody to rest. Fondness. Yeah, I need to go back to Stalker at some point, too. Yeah, no, literally, this dwarf gets morbidly satisfied, and it's a purple thought when they kill people. But I'm not seeing it anymore, which sucks. Is there in the correct fort, then? I mean, I guess so. Let's try putting the military down here again. See if I can get Pilot, the Necromancer, and my Hammer Lord, Lobarin, to deal with some more corpses. Let's also turn off Need sand-bearing item? Well, I mean, those should be getting canceled. Although I do need you guys to make wooden cages. I like how Clino's response to me saying this dwarf gets positive thoughts from killing people is fancy. Is fancy. I need a traction bench stat. Of the Addams family? I mean, not just a gritty reboot of the Addams family. Also, this dwarf, or this dwarf, undead dwarf person named Gimper is getting positive thought, doesn't feel anything after learning the secrets of life and death, but is undead, so has no brains, so. So this dwarf is still out for the count, which sucks. Where's my necromancer at? Come on, necromancer. Come on, mayor. You're supposed to be stationed. Why are you up in the library? Go to where you're supposed to be stationed. Come on. So you can make us some more zombies. You know, this is very inconvenient, having my mayor as a necromancer. As my only functional necromancer when I'm trying to raise more deads. Undeads. Livings? Yes. Finish your damn meeting. All right, now I'll go station. I really need a traction bench. Someone should be making one. I have all the stuff for it. Tons of tables and tons of mechanisms. They literally just need to... There we go. B-Lug is constructing a traction bench. Good work, B-Lug. Making my other necromancer functional again. Okay. You're leaving because you're no longer stationed in there. That's no good. Let's wait until you're finished constructing that traction bench, and then I can place it. I got a bunch more memorials that need to be placed too. Actually, I wonder, can you still resurrect a zombie if their spirit has been put to rest? Like, if there is a memorial to them, can you still resurrect them as an undead? I wonder. I actually don't know the answer to that. What? You were supposed to build a traction bench. Why did you stop? Well, that didn't work. At least I'm not seeing as many rampant zombies running around. Let's just cancel a bunch of those until I have some more slabs. Just cancel them all manually. I wonder if it's my... Could also just start making coffins as well. Science, sort of. I mean, lag would also be an accurate statement. Oh, also, I have exactly 13,000 followers now. Thanks, everybody. Exactly 13,000 followers. That's a lot of followers. I'm just saying. It's a whole lot of followers. That's like at least 5. More than 12,995. I feel like something broke on my dashboard because I have 1, 2, 3 viewers and 13,000 on the dot followers. Oh, also, I'm gonna link this in chat because it literally made me cry laughing. When I watched it last night. This is a clip of me talking about the moon in DF. If I'm ever gonna go viral, that's my only opportunity to. I genuinely believe that. If I'm ever gonna have a tweet that just goes viral on Twitter for no fucking reason, it's gonna be that one. B-Lug, why are you throwing a tantrum? You're supposed to be making me a traction bench. Not throwing a tantrum, come on. B-Lug is starting a fist fight with a dog. Are you gonna die to that dog like the last dwarf to start a fist fight? I think we may have to let the giant fire-breathing leech out. If my dwarves keep doing this. 13,000 viewers and not total people have viewed my channel and clicked follow and not unfollowed yet. Some migrants have arrived. We're not doomed yet. Huzzah. Why is the lag so bad? I don't know. Dabby-dooby-doo. Thank you very much for the 35 months. Today's been wild. Gimper, the dwarf corpse, cancels place traction. No available traction bench. I don't know what you're looking for, Pink Fluffy, but that don't do nothing. But thank you very much for the 35 months. And it's been a long couple of years, but we're still here somehow. Let's let them go in and out of that, because they should be allowed to. I'm actually surprised we haven't been invaded yet. Okay, we're up to 19 citizens, including a child. Oh no! Why would you send a child to a place like this? All right, we're still making a bunch more slabs. Someone's supposedly working on cages. Frame rate's gone to shit. I'm trying to get those bodies somewhere. Is that a Freudian slip? I maybe. Trying to find tickets? Was that a Twitch chat Freudian slip? Possible. Children send themselves to hell? I mean, I could send anything to hell. Although I'm pretty sure these dwarves don't need to be sent anywhere to go to hell. They're already in hell. I'm almost certain of that. I'm almost certain of that. I'm still just trying to get rid of some of these body parts. That's what we're trying to do right now, is we're trying to clear out body parts. Yeah, hell would be an improvement on this situation. Like, seriously. Hell would be an active improvement. I'm also like, almost all of the books are forbidden with the exception of the Necronomicon. So the dwarves that aren't necromancers are going to be necromancers real bloody quick. Hopefully this ends with me having like 5 necromancer engineers that can actually build this tower. You can actually look at who your longest sub is. I'm just saying. If you go to your subscriptions screen, it'll actually tell you who who your longest sub is. Because you can look at past subscriptions if you've been subscribed to other people. I think my longest sub now is 51 months, which is Cat on Mars, I think? Maybe Cringer. Actually not sure. I'm pretty sure Cat on Mars is my longest subscription. It's like 50 months. Love cat streams. My longest one would be about 70 or 80 now if I'd kept it up. My oldest one anyway. Although it would be weird if you were subscribed to somebody longer and didn't know. But, uh-oh. Interrupted by a spear dwarf corpse? I mean, you? I mean, they're supposed to get interrupted by that. Place in traction? Okay, let's see. Even though frame rate's almost null. Let's see if I can get my Lich back up and running. All right, guys, so plan is we got a couple more minutes of DF left, and then we're going to be doing the Halcyon after hours. So I'm going to be playing Uno with my team. So there's going to be a bit of a change of gears in a couple of minutes, but I think it'll be fun. Or it should be fun. Every other after hours we've done up until now has been good. Assuming my blood sugar doesn't, you know, go low again. Considering you guys almost killed a streamer. Let's just see. Okay, so our Lich is in the... Actually, 2 dwarves are in the traction bench. That's kind of funny. Necromal and... Let's remove dump from everything that's back here. Welcome back, Cycrom. Let's see if they get out and walk. So if they walk away from this, I've never seen anything ever heal from a brain mangled beyond recognition. Didn't feel anything after seeing the troll's dead body. We got attacked by trolls and then they became undead trolls at some point during all of this, and I didn't even notice. So there's a bunch of dead, previously undead trolls. Hey, Pack. Let's just see. Need a trader one. Place them in traction benches, but you're just leaving them there now? Don't mind the corpse in there. You're making wooden cages. Totally important right now. Don't mind the insane pink undead. Oh, by the way, Pink, you're not dead anymore. You're now undead. You just live off in the corner. Well, things are getting back to normal. We've increased the population up to 18 again from 11, which is good. Not certain most of these dwarves are functional currently. The frame rate is null. We have a child who's playing make-believe, probably somewhere disturbing. Not actually that disturbing, just next to a pile of garbage, next to an old hospital, for an old triage spot. I'm not sure why the frame rate's so not great right now, but it's not great. There's still just a ton of friendly zombies hanging out in this lair, doing stuff. This zombie is hauling a book out of here, so good on you, Faded One. But yeah, it's time for me to prep for Halcyon After Hours now. So, short Dwarf Fortress portion today. It was supposed to be a little bit longer, but blood sugar went low. I think the plan for the final portion of this fort is going to be kind of one of two things. Option number one is we just let the Forgotten Beast out of the basement to come kill us. Option number two is we dig down to Satan. Option number three, which is the one I want to try and do on Halloween, is I want to get that pump stack done. I want to get that pump stack done, and I want to get magma on the surface. That's the actual goal. About a game? Sure. There's no link rules in this chat. You can post whatever. Just don't abuse that right. But, so we're done with DF for today. Which I think is maybe the shortest DF segment I've ever done. But, as far as the... yes, this game. Goblin Studio, they've been pretty prolific recently. But, anyway, have I heard of that one? Yes, I've heard of it. Not particularly interested. It's not really my shtick. Short but passionate? I mean, God.